Hi, everybody.
Hey, y'all, I think it's gonna work today. It's a lot clearer. Hey,
I hope
I'm
so.
I'm Jamie,
I'm Sonia.
and we are why
Why? Because
because
we
we
said
said
so.
so. I think we did good this time. Oh my God, that's always a challenge. Anyway,
It is. It is.
oh my God. So yesterday, we had some technical difficulties. Your phone is on loud, lady.
That's not my phone.
Sorry.
Really? What was that? Ooh, no, not Nita.
Yes.
Anyway, and mine is just to ring it. So anyway,
Y'all,
look,
we are having
wait a
a
minute.
time today.
Nobody's used to us doing this today. This is a different day. Only this week because we had so many problems yesterday, and I don't like missing a week. I want to give y'all all we got.
That's
So
right. That's right.
anyway, I need you all to take a listen
Take a listen.
because you all could not hear the video yesterday. And the video is kind of long, but I think it's so important.
Yeah.
So, since y'all sitting here with us chilling anyway,
Yep.
and I've heard the video about 3, 4, 5 times, y'all can hear it one time.
Yep.
One time for the video. Hey,
One
one
time
time
for the
for the video.
video.
Hey.
Oh, oh. Okay.
Anyway.
Come back, girl. Come back. Okay,
Anyway,
here we go. Here we go.
here we go.
I may make light of the reasons why I'm getting a divorce, but truly, one of the biggest ones is I've been in this masculine energy for so long that I have lost my identity. Like, I really feel like a damn man for most of the time in this relationship. I have endured things that no woman should have to deal with when it comes down to things like protection. Imagine now, my son, one of them, teenage son, not 5 years old, teenage son, thought he was going to be in an altercation with another guy. I had no idea. He walks past his dad, he walks past his brother, and he says, "Mom, come with me. This guy is talking shit, and I want, I think it was his computer or something. He wanted something back." Without hesitation, I jump in the car. My gimpy, post-stroke surviving self jumped in the car to take this boy to meet this kid for a potential altercation with no hesitation. I drive him over there, and he actually gets into a fight. Just think about that. In a crisis, in a potential situation of harm, his instincts is to seek me out, like to forego his dad or his brother, but seek me out. Like I'm the fucking goon in the family. I've been masculine for so long that we actually will go somewhere. I'll come out to the car, and my husband and my son are sitting in passenger seats. Nobody's in the driver's seat. They're waiting for me. I've been in this masculine energy so long that I don't even recall more than 4 or 5 times. I'm 56, even talking about or discussing menopause or understanding that some of the emotional changes or the changes in my skin or all these different changes are coming from that. No concept of it. My brother-in-laws used to talk mad shit to me, just the most inappropriate, most vulgar things that they could say to me. And because I think maybe because of the military, likely, I would just talk shit back. But the fact that my husband allowed it in his presence for them to say the most deplorable things, the most disgusting, vulgar things to me, and him not feel the need to protect me from them, that's crazy. And it didn't even occur to me until my boys got older. Like, so we're talking about years. When my boys got like 8 and 11 years old and they were actually in the room and noticing this, that's when I spoke up. Because it occurred to me that my sons were witnessing the disrespect and how their uncles were treating women. And I didn't want that to be their standard. And when I approached my husband about it, he said, "Oh, well, you seemed fine and you were giving it right back to him. But were you fine with it, sir?" I've been masculine for so long, I'm constantly thinking about filters. HVAC filter, water dispenser filter, the air filters in the car. I was reading this whole list about if you've been imbalanced for so long, and I'm checking all the boxes. The self-care, that's for shit. The freaking burnout. The stress that I've been carrying and just the impact it has had on my physical body. Like, I walk around every day with a headache of some degree, literally every day. And sure, it may be related to the stroke, or the stroke is related to the stress, either way. I mean, when the kids were younger, I was doing both, putting Hot Wheel tracks together, building Legos, and also bedazzling dance costumes, cooking, and cutting grass. So yeah, I'm fucking tired. And it's not just me jumping into these roles. My husband made space for me to be in these roles. He sought me out for some of these masculine roles. Like, literally, if there was something heavy to lift. Now, the two youngest are over 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, give or take. But he would seek me out. Babe, come help me move the couch. Babe, come help me move the table. And if you're wondering, yes, even intimately. In the past, me initiating was a treat. But then that became the norm in this relationship.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo! That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. That is sad. But sis, you set yourself up for that. She did that all on her own.
Yes, she did.
Because there is no way on God's green earth you gonna bypass 2 6-foot tall teenagers and tell me to move a couch. The words that would fly out of my mouth would be ridiculous. I mean, are you crazy? Why any woman? You know, I know we like to run around with this, I'm independent, I don't need no man, I need a man. I don't need a man now, let's be clear. But I need a man to do the things, the heavy lifting. I need a man, okay? I am not going to be running around here changing tires, changing oil on cars, going to get gas. I ain't doing none of that. None of it. None of it. You know, I don't need to walk around with some badge on my chest saying I'm an independent woman. If you need to test my independence, let's go. I got you. I mean, I know what I can handle. But the fact that she's in a house full of men and this is what they're doing, you did that, sis. And
she really did. Yes, she really did.
You're the only one that can stop it. All of this, you know, I mean, I think that women are setting themselves up for failure in these relationships.
I don't even, like, just to even listen to her, like, you know, I'm listening to her talk and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, girl, what were you thinking? Like, even in your, like, when you're talking about when you were younger, you were putting together this and you were doing it. And, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I can do these things.
Of course.
Why?
Right.
Why would you do these things?
Why would
you? Had a voice from the beginning. You know, they always say, you teach people how to treat you.
For a fact.
You allow them to do this. You allow these people to, you like your son runs in the house and he calls your name. Your daddy right there. Get your daddy. Get your brother.
The fact that the daddy didn't get up, the brother didn't get up, the daddy thought it was okay for the wife to get up and go. That's crazy.
Because they've been in this rhythm all this time. These kids,
but
they've been in the same rhythm this whole time.
But let me tell you, guys, she's going along with it now. She's tired. And to her, you're looking like a vagina. It's over. I mean, like,
right.
She doesn't even want to be, you're like the chick in the relationship. Nobody wants a chick, a woman. I mean,
like he's the woman now. Because and this is the thing. Like, even when she was talking about the brothers and them giving it back, and she said, but you were okay. You're okay with it. But he probably was thinking, well, if she's sitting up there talking and giving it back, if he comes to her, if he gets in it and he says something, then
She
she's
gonna eat
probably
him
gonna
up.
turn on him and say, "Why you
Yep.
all up in here? I got this." You know,
Yep.
so he's gonna sit back because he don't know how
The-
she's gonna come in him.
The roles are
doesn't
totally
know.
reversed. The roles
Right.
are totally reversed in that
It's
relationship.
crazy. I didn't see it.
Totally reversed. Sir, you need to step up and be a man. He's probably looking for a softer female. He very well may have one.
He probably is.
Because most men do not want to be looked at as the soft one in the relationship. Be clear. You know, I mean, like it's disrespectful on both ends.
Mm-hmm. And Paulette said it's hard not to have a man that doesn't have your back, but it's also hard to have a man that doesn't have your back when you haven't allowed him to have your back. Like,
right.
You have to be the kind of person who allows somebody to protect you. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was a person who walked in a masculine energy for a long time because I was by myself. Mm-hmm. And I have to, pull myself back from doing things because there are things that I've done that I know how to change the tire. I know how to put gas in my car. I know how to get my car, but guess who ain't gonna do it? I will walk in there and I'll say, Levert, my car need gas.
Right. Right. For sure. For sure.
I sure will.
Doing it. There are some things I'm not doing. And you can call it, you're lazy, you this, that. I wouldn't care what you call it. For me in my house, this is how we roll. For sure. I'm not doing, there are certain things I would not allow my daughter to have to do. Teach her how to do things in case she is on her own, but she got a man. Ain't no
Hold on, it's so funny. As soon as you said that, your son-in-law's name popped up and said, that was funny.
And he knows for sure. There are certain things as a woman. I mean, I don't like using the word soft female or whatever the words they're saying now because they're using it in a different context than what I use it. I use it, there's things that I'm not doing. I'm not doing it. I mean, like, it'll never get done if you think I'm going to do it and I'm a woman. It's not going to happen. So, I mean, I think with her personality, she went into the army.
Look, hold on. My husband said, I'll bring the car home empty.
Right. Hey, a fact. Girl, that was me. I remember putting on Facebook some years ago. I was like, oh my God, I should stop and get this gas, but I don't do gas. Hopefully this car make it home so Rocky can get the gas.
Okay.
Wait, he came in on the post. People were like, you're ridiculous. He came in on the post and said, you better not pump that gas. Yeah, we don't do that over here. Like, pump the gas, sir. Yeah, Trey, you're right. Let men be men and women be women. These women feel like they have so much to prove. Baby, pull back. It's okay. The right man will find you and be willing to do it for you. Not to say that you can't do it. It's not to say you can't do it. It's okay to say, yeah, girl, shoot, I know how to change a tire. I can paint the whole house. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. Whatever I can do, we can talk about it, but I ain't doing it.
It's appropriate times. He's out of town. Of course, I'm not going to ride on E. Of course, I'm going to go pump my gas. Yes.
Exactly.
He's out of town. Bye. Yes, I'll go pump my gas. But there's a reason God gave him to me.
that part right
It's
there.
like they gave you kids to get the remote. They gave you husbands to get the gas. Come on now.
Girl, you asked Ryan when COVID was here. I called him. He was downstairs. I screamed, Ryan, come here. He came running up the steps. I was like, can you turn that light off for me? He goes, I know you joking. Nope. I just wanted to do it for GP. I just wanted to do it.
That's what they're for.
That's what my parents did to me. I decided I wanted to do it.
Exactly.
But the thing is, you literally have to. I mean, I look at this lady, seriously. I look at that lady, and as she's walking, she even looks hard. I hate to say that. That kind of sounds. You got to soften up. You just got to soften up. Sometimes I say bad words, and I'm like, Jamie, that's so not ladylike. But I will never be confused on somebody treating me like a dude because I said something, because I don't project that energy.
Right.
You're not going to treat me like a dude. You're not going to talk to me crazy because I'm going to stop you in your whole tracks. Your whole
I know that's right. If I'm walking up to you, open the door. Please feel free. Open the door.
Yeah. I mean, it's so, we women, especially, and this lady isn't young. And I feel sad for her, because if you've lived your whole life like this, when do you get, because when she changed now, they are going to be looking like, what's her deal? Like, why can't you take the garbage to the street, lady? I take the garbage, like here, I live on the lower level. My bedroom is downstairs. Everybody else's bedroom is upstairs. I sit in the front window and I can see that Trey hasn't taken the garbage cans out yet. He's like, you never give me a chance. Because I'll run out there and be like, oh, the garbage can's not out. Now, mind you, when I was in Atlanta with my husband, I ain't touch a garbage can. But here, I'm like, well, it's just right there. Let me go pull it out. And one day, Jazz goes, Trey, my dad would have a fit if he knew my mother was pulling those garbage cans to the street. And he was like, well, she don't give me a chance.
Give that man a chance, girl.
But there's what's the word I'm looking for? Help me. There's oh gosh, standards.
Yeah.
There's standards. You gotta have standards. You have
yes,
to.
Yes, Levert Shell.
Exactly,
Look,
Levert.
He know he the trash man. Yes, you are, baby. And you're a good one too.
Yeah. They're standards, and if you don't set the standards, you become the dude in the relationship, and he becomes the, hate to say it, the vagina in the relationship. And it's terrible, because no woman wants a vagina in a relationship if she married a man.
It's tiring. It is so, I couldn't even imagine having to be the man in a relationship. Exactly. And I know she's tired, but I feel like this lady right here, in her situation, I know that there are weak men, and I feel like in her situation, because her whole relationship started out this way, it's like it's from the beginning. Her whole relationship was based on her being in that masculine energy space. And it could have been the military, because I feel like she's gonna say she was in the army.
I think she was in the army.
I really feel like that's what she's going to say, is that she was in the army.
Right.
If you had to pick. Because like I was Navy, you were Air Force, and I swear we ain't walking like this.
But you have to admit, after you talk to people for a while and they go, and then you say, I was in the military, people always say to me, I can kind of tell you were in the military. I'm like, really?
And I think it's more like, because organizational skills, like the way you handle yourself. But it kind of cracked me up the other day. This is kind of off the subject. This lady, because I have these Navy Crocs that I wear because they're very comfortable. And this lady came up to me and she was like, yeah, we were admiring your Crocs, your Navy Crocs. And she was like, so you have a child that's in the military? And I was like, no, I was in there. And she was like, oh. I mean, you could just kind of see it in her face. And you're like, oh, your old butt was in the military. Right. Like, I don't think that, like, I was young.
I didn't join yesterday.
Yeah, it was me. No. And she was like, oh, those are nice. And then she backed up like, okay. But
you gotta imagine, when I joined the military at 20, Rocky was 22, I was in, he was not. That was not popular. Everybody assumed he was the one in. And then when he said, no, my wife's in, you're dependent? He's like, yeah. I mean, like, it was
right.
Crazy.
It's just so weird.
And he still ran the household. It didn't matter that he was the dependent. He still ran the household, because we didn't play those switch up of roles in our house.
Exactly.
And Paulette, yes. I will do it only because I worry. I get up in the morning, y'all. Excuse me, I'm having a hot flash, and this hair is hot. I have when I get up early in the morning. I'm up normally about a quarter to 5 a.m. and I panic if the trash cans aren't out. If Trey may have fallen asleep or something like that. So if I look out at night about 10:30 and they're not out, he normally will do it before he goes to bed. But it makes me anxious because I worry that the trash can will not make it out. So I mean they'll miss because he's not gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning for sure. So I just put it out so my anxiety goes away. you know, but no, absolutely. I'm not taking out no trash unless I see it's late and he hasn't done it or they're not here yet. That's the only reason. Other than that, I'm not touching no trash can. That's just, I'm not doing it, so no,
You
I'm
know,
not doing it. And we
this
gonna have a
particular lady,
conversation.
though, this particular lady, even though her husband may have, he may have started off being that masculine in it,
Yeah,
doing the things that he was supposed to do, her moving in those spaces, you
yep.
know, by
But that's
him,
what it looks like.
yeah, but he could have pushed back. I think that he also had something in him that was just like, oh, she want to do it. She want to do it. Because a lot of guys would be
Yep.
like, no, no, you get on back over there where you supposed,
Right,
And
exactly.
we don't like to be traditional and say, yeah, man, yeah, woman role. But to me, there are some men roles and there's some women roles. Because,
Right,
like you say,
for sure.
and like my husband just typed, what he say? He's the trick. Yes, darling, you're the trick. You take out the
Right.
yes, yes. So and
Right.
I'll do it. Look, he laughed at me because now y'all, let me tell y'all, we put in a sidewalk so that we can pull the trash cans from the back of the house to the front of
Make
the
it
house,
easy.
and it would be easier. My butt, some kind of way, pulling the trash can. I tipped it off the sidewalk. The whole trash can just tipped over. Me and the trash can tipping over. And so, we got the cameras on the front of the house. I don't know where he was at. And he on the camera. He's talking about, I see you falling over or something he said. And I'm out there trying to get the can trash. See, it's not even in me to get the trash can out the right way. I can't even do it. So, look, he
Make
said
more
you
of a
ought
mess.
to take it out because you wanted it out at a certain time.
Right, exactly. And that's it. Because I get panicky. I do. I sit here and I'm like, okay, I see everybody else's pans are out. Y'all, I'm going to show y'all. This is my window in my bedroom. Like literally, it's right there. So I'm sitting in my bed. I can see all the neighbors got their cans out. Why aren't our cans out? Why aren't our cans out, Trey? Where are you, Trey? Come home and put the cans
Look
out.
now, I'm on his side with this. Jamie, I think you got this obsession with them trash cans. So I'm good.
I do.
Yeah,
Soon as the people come, now I am the puller inner for real. Because soon as they come, the trash people come, I'm like, oh, they came. I run and put them in the back. He never puts them up because I always put them up.
So you do it. You're obsessed with the trash
I'm obsessed.
cans.
I know. I told you my anxiety gets the better of me. I admit that. But I can tell you this. I'm not to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I got to do a trade. Don't ever touch them. I'm going to touch them. Absolutely not. That ain't happening in no world. I can tell you, I don't like pumping. There's some things as a woman, I don't know. It's just so hard because I just look at this poor lady and I think, I feel bad for her.
I do. And I feel bad
like,
for the fact that there's a Black family that was together all those years.
Yeah.
That this is the reason that they broke up. It's like, y'all couldn't fix this?
Yeah. I mean, she was even like, I initiated sex because it was fun. Then I just started. I mean, then it became my job.
Like, what? But that's scary to me. That is so scary.
He just took the female role and sat back and, I mean, he literally just let her do whatever. I mean, like, you run it. You run the house.
That's a weakness on his part.
Exactly.
Yep. And you're right. She is frustrated because she allowed that disrespect to go. And it's like, at some point,
it seems like she created it, though. It seems like she created it though.
She did.
And then she said she didn't even realize it. Now here you are, when you see some marriages and it's like, how are y'all getting divorced after 25 years? Because now she's tired. And
Yeah.
now she wants somebody to treat her.
You're right.
Trey.
What is the topic of discussion? I swear we did. We be all over the place.
We are talking about, I didn't think about Trey. You
trash
signed
cans
in
out.
late.
No, I'm just
So
kidding.
Trey, the topic of discussion, you have to watch the video later. This lady is saying, so for those who just came in, like my son-in-law, the lady was saying how in her house, and it sounds like she has 2 sons and a husband, and in her house, she's almost treated like the man. Like, for instance, her son was having an altercation with somebody. He didn't even tell the dad to go with him. He went and got the mom and had her go with him.
Right.
So she's saying that all of this stuff that her husband does nothing, he sits there and she does everything.
She's tired of being in that masculine space where he should be.
Right. So she does everything. He does nothing. She just sits back. He sits back. If there's a couch to be moved, he asks her and not his 6 foot tall boy.
And see, that's the thing right there. That's where she can start correcting this issue and not let it lead to her frustration. When the first time he does that, what's little Johnny, come help your daddy move this couch. Don't call me again, husband. Call your child. Start correcting the behaviors instead of doing it. I'm not gonna go help you move a couch. My back
Exactly.
And I tell people all the time. I tell my husband, I said, can you come pick this up? I'm a girl. Right. I'm not gonna lift it if it's over 5 pounds. I'm giving myself a pound limit.
Right.
I have.
Wait a minute. Did you say 5 pounds, lady?
Yes, 5 pounds. That's my limit.
Not 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
That ain't nothing.
Girl, I can't even lift sugar. If it's a 10-pound bag of sugar, I cannot lift it. No, I'm just playing. But
look, no. I am a heavy lifter because, of course, me and Rocky were in the house by ourselves a long time. And I'd be like, I can do it. I promise you, I can do it. I'm like, let's just do it. And I do that to Trey. Now, my daughter, she's a 5-pounder. She ain't lifting nothing. I'm like, girl, you can move this. She's like, no, I'm like, Trey. He's like, no, Mom. No, everybody call me Nana. No, Nana. I'm like, Trey, I promise you, I can help you move this. Because, I'm not a weakling at all. I can do it. But you ain't going to have me like, okay, now we can go move a house. No, sir, I helped you move that one thing. That's it. So that's what I'm saying. You have to have standards. You have to have boundaries. She let the boundaries get out of control.
And she did.
That's what she did. She let them get out of control. You sitting there. It doesn't even sound like her husband was sitting there joning with her and the guys. She was joning with the guys. And now you sitting there going, why you let them talk to me like that? Lady, you were giving it back just as well. So he's like, I don't want to get involved. He probably don't even join like that. He probably sitting back going, I'm not getting in that.
Right.
She's probably like, oh, me and my army buddies used to sit back and, like, no, girl, that ain't cute. Like,
and it took her thinking about her sons talking to other women like that before she realized that she was being disrespected. I'm like, when that hits your ears, like, you don't have to wait for somebody else to feel disrespect on your behalf. How are you going to say to your husband, it didn't bother you? Well, if it didn't bother you, what does he look like trying to, because you sitting up there getting all up in it with it. So he probably was like, yeah, this bothers me hearing them talk to you, but if you all right and you all up in it, what am I going to say?
Because for one thing, your husband will know what you're used to, how you used to being spoken to. Because if somebody spoke to me out of line and Rocky was here, then he'd immediately, whoa, wait, hold on.
Exactly.
I don't talk to my wife like that. I know you are not talking to my wife like that. So she's in that, now she wants to backpedal out of it. And what she should have said was, I've allowed this and now I have to fix this. And
Right.
Alan, you're right. It does show lack of affection. That's why I call Norman Allen. So if y'all see Norman, and that's who I'm talking to, Alan. So Alan, absolutely, because nobody is attracted to a feminine male, not a feminine woman. A feminine woman in a relationship, I'm feminine. I'm not going to be attracted to my husband if he's a feminine male. It's just not going to work. And her husband is feminine. And now she's over it. She wants to be, especially in the day of social media, where you see people delivering flowers and, oh, look what my boo did and all of this. And she's sitting there expecting to bring her husband flowers for his birthday.
Right.
He wants her to decorate the hotel with rose petals for his birthday.
He gets nothing.
She gets nothing. She don't get the
nothing.
candy. He probably sitting there going, "You ain't bring me no candy for Valentine's Day." Like, sir.
Look, what's the day in Detroit? Sweetest Day. He gets
Sweetest Day.
Sweetest Day
In October. I need to go back to her page and say, "What you getting him for Sweetest Day?" Lady? Like, no, it's
Yeah.
sad. It is.
The whole situation is sad because I feel like
It
both of them it was, first of all, too easy for him to allow her to step in that role. And then it was too easy for her to allow herself to step in that role.
Yeah.
Because she should have known when those boundaries were supposed to start. She should have known. Like, at some point, like, I can't even imagine being married for 20-something years. And it took that long for me to be frustrated. This
Right.
one frustrated me within the first month.
Right.
Really.
Right.
The first month, I would have been like, "Sir, what?"
Right. Who you think I am? You better call one of your buddies.
And especially if somebody would have been your brothers standing there talking to me any kind of way.
Oh, yeah.
Who done lost what?
Right.
Where your mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
She
whole neck. I don't even know how to do that little neck roll stuff we do. Whole neck.
Right.
You know, I know you ain't letting nobody talk to me like that.
Right. Right. Yeah, she messed up. She really messed up. And it's an easy fix though. And so I hope to God that she's not right, Patricia.
She said, call him.
Thank you. I think she has literally allowed this situation to go on and she feels defeated, but babe, you're not defeated. That could be changed like that. I mean, it could be changed. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I need flowers. I need you to take me on a date. All you gotta do is tell it.
She's over him though. She's over him.
She is. She has no respect for
him.
She's lost respect for him. She's lost respect for him. So yeah, I mean, that's the bad part.
All right, Tammy, give us your 30 seconds.
My 30 seconds is women, it is okay to be independent. What'd you say? I'm going to go over. Did you say that?
No.
Oh. I'm so used to you saying that or me going over. Okay. Ladies, I understand you want to be independent. I understand you feel that is a prerequisite for relationships. It's not. It's okay to tell your man what you can do and how you can do it, but it's okay to not do it. Yes, I can change the oil on the car. Am I going to change the oil on the car? No, sir. I'm not doing it. We can laugh about how I did it before, but we will not be laughing about how I did it today. That is a fact. So please, you want to go into your soft girl era? Be the lady in the relationship. Be the female in the relationship. It is not attractive, guys, when a woman is sitting there telling you what to do and treating you like you the chick in the relationship. It's not attractive. The women lose respect fast, and they will have somebody on the side pulling their hair because they don't want you to touch them. So get the rose.
Y'all better catch what she said.
Baby, get the rose right in the relationship, and you can stay married till death do you part. If you do not get the roles right, you will be getting your hair yanked by somebody else. I promise you. That's my 30.
No, what I was saying when you said that it wasn't about you going over, Nita had said something, and I was saying that's exactly what I was thinking for my 30 seconds is she needs to get herself.
Let Nita say
together.
it. Say it, Nita.
No. We were saying the same thing. It was just that she needs to get herself together, because if she takes that same energy into another relationship, she's going to find herself right back where she is. She needs to make sure she checks herself before she goes into any other relationship and get that, put that energy into something else. Because that's probably what all of her health issues is, because she's walked in that space for so long. And that's a hard space to get out of, really.
It's not. No, I don't think it's hard to get out of.
No. Let me tell you, somebody who's walked in that, it's difficult, because you put yourself in a place where you've been that decision maker for so long that it's hard to pull yourself out of it. You have to consciously think about every decision that you make going forward, and to not jump.
Girl,
please believe me, jump.
If she is not tired yet,
so she better go ahead and go to Victoria's Secret. Let Joe Boxer stay up on the shelf. Get her some
and do
cute
not buy
stuff.
your husband no thongs, honey. Then don't you buy no boxes for yourself.
That's right. Let the Joe Boxers go in your husband's drawer. You get you some cute little Victorias and change up that energy.
That's right. And that's okay. The man has to be head of household. Over time, if he's not, the attraction is going to be gone. I mean, it's just going to be gone. When there's problems arising, you go to your husband. Sir, this is what's happening. Okay, baby, let's sit down and talk about it, or I'll handle it. Talk to me after you figure it out. If you ain't figured it out, then we can sit up and do it.
I'm laughing at Pat. She need a hard man. She need a Marine or a straight thug.
Thank you. Wait a minute. Because trust me, with his soft butt, she got somebody over there pulling her hair. Trust me, not her. She don't even look like she got nobody over there. She looks her. And I mean, and not to say she's unattractive. I'm not saying that at all. But she looks like she's the man of the house. I don't want to look like I'm the man of the house. I know that's right. I don't want to be the man of the house. I remember people used to say, do you feel you're submissive? Girl, absolutely. Gladly. Sir, there's a problem. Handle it. Gladly. I don't want to even be the head of the house at all. Pay the bills. Do whatever you need to do. I'm going to sit over here and read a book.
30 seconds is a trip.
I know. Look, I think our 30 seconds have started back over the whole party.
Right. No, seriously, though. Ladies, you can live a nice, soft, loving, happy life in your relationship. Do not cross the roads. Do not cross the roads. Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Thursday. I know this is a different day. Yesterday we had technical difficulties. So we will see y'all next Wednesday at 7 Eastern Time, 6 Central Time, 5 Mountain Time, and 4 Pacific Standard Time. On why? Because we said so.
Go ahead, girl.
Anyway, peace. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Nita. I hear you in the back. Bye.